Hey, what's up, besties? Thank you so much for joining me again for another budget with me video. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am enjoying it because it is helping me, and I hope that it's helping you guys. So today we are going to be doing a debt payoff plan for 2018. And basically what I did was I went to all of my accounts and figured out how much I would owe and what I needed to kind of pay them down to be in of good standing. So don't judge me. This is a no judgment zone. This is all about being real and being honest about our finances. So that's what we're doing, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So at the top, I'm just using this piece of paper, and I'm going to use this going forward. I may buy some graph paper and kind of keep track of how much I'm paying and of the actual debt payoff, but for right now I just wanted to write everything down, and this is a good way to do so. First you want to write down what bills you have, and you can kind of separate them into different categories. So my categories are going to be major credit cards and department store credit cards, because that's literally my debt, and there's nothing I can do about student loans right now, so I'm really just going to focus on those. So I have PayPal, and that'll be $11.27. I have a Capital One credit card, and that's $2,400. Bank of America credit card, and that one's low, only $200. Okay, so we need to add all of these up. Add them up here. Okay, so we have 27 plus 2,400. Okay, so this is our major CCs, and that's going to be $3,727. So that's how I am separating that. Okay, and then ouch. Then I have my department store credit cards, and I have Victoria's Secret. I have Ulta, New York and Company, and then JCPenney. Okay, and Victoria's Secret is $500. Ulta is $200. And $500 for them, and $200 here. So this one I don't need to use my calculator for, but that's $1,000. That's $1,400. So this is a department store. And that is $1,400. Okay, so we're adding all our debt up together, which is 3,727 plus 1,400, and that's going to give us a total debt of 5,127. There we go. So that lets me know how much I'm really going to be having to kind of chuck down at, and let's just kind of mark that some kind of way. There we go. All right, so now for my plan. I need to come up with a plan on how I can pay all this stuff off, and I want to be debt-free by mid-year. So by May, I want to be able to have paid all of this down. So my way of doing that, I am going to start with paying the one with the most interest, and let's see, my PayPal, actually my Capital One has the most interest on it. So I want to pay down my Capital One first and then work on my PayPal. So that's what I'm going to do. So here I'm going to pay $1,000 right off the bat to Capital One. And you're like, where are you gonna get this money from? I get bonus checks, and the way that my bonus checks work, I get one every quarter, but they hold the October bonus check till December, and then you get one in January. And my bonus checks are at least $1,000 or more. So with that being said, this may take my whole bonus check, but again, it's a bonus check, it's extra money, and that's what it's supposed to be used for, is to help you do different things with. So I'm putting $1,000 automatically onto my Capital One, and that's on my December bonus. Okay, and then I'm going to do the next month, I'm going to do another $500 on Capital One. And this is a January bonus because I'll end up getting one for then. And then I want to do 500 on PayPal. Okay. So then that leaves me, let's see where I'm at with Capital One and PayPal, because then everything else will pretty much just get paid off as we're going. So if we have Capital One at $2,400 and I'm paying $1,500, that leaves us with $900 left for Capital One that we need to pay off. And then if I do 1127 minus 500, that leaves me with 627 that I need to pay off for PayPal. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those there for now, just saying I'm spending $1,000 out of my bonus check. And if I have more than that, I know I can bank on $1,000, but I don't want to bank on more than that, just because. And whatever else I have coming in, and I'll just add those to my department store credit cards. So I've made up in my mind that I'm basically going to be using my bonus checks to get out of debt, pretty much, because I'm already making monthly payments, but on top of that, I want to be able to make a good chunk of a payment, and I think this will help me to do so. So then I have my tax refund that'll come out, and you guys know how those are when you have a kid and you're a single mom, blah, blah, blah. You get back quite a bit of money. So I'm going to take part of that. I'm going to take $2,000 from that, and that's my tax refund. So we already know we're going to have to pay $900 to Capital One. And I need to put that $1,000 was budgeted for that, and $1,000 here, and then I'm budgeting $2,000 here. Okay, so $900, and then we got the $627 for PayPal. Okay, so if we're at, let's see, 627 plus 900 equals 1527. Okay, so we still have $473 to work with. So we want to go ahead and hit another one of these bigger ones. So I'm going to do 200 on Victoria's Secret, and then do 200 on Bank of America. So I'm going to do 200 here, BOA, and that'll knock that one out, and that will knock all of my major credit cards out, boom, by February. And then I'm going to start chunking off at my department store. So then I'm going to add that to 27 to Victoria. Okay. So then I have January. So that's the new thing. February, March, April. I believe I get one in April, because then I end up getting another one in July. June, July. And I started working there in May, June, yeah. And I got 2 months when I worked there, and got one in July. So I believe the next one is going to come in April. January, February, March. Yeah, April is the next one. So can you tell I'm a little bit off? Okay. So then we have our April bonus. And that's $1,000, okay? And then I'm going to pay off the rest of everything else with that. So I said 500 there, so 220, 500 minus 227. Is 273. Okay. And then we still had New York and Company. Go ahead and do that 500 for New York. And then that puts us at 273 plus 500, which equals 773 minus 1,000 equals 227 left. So we're gonna separate those two for right now. And well, actually what we'll do is we'll pay off Ulta again. We'll do all of Ulta with that check. And then that only leaves me with the debt of JCPenney, and that's $200. But I believe this will probably be paid off. That's kind of why I'm like a little bit, this one is not as important because I usually pay my JCPenney off really, really quickly. So I'm just going to circle that one because I think I will get that one paid off before this time anyways with my monthly payments, because I don't really use it as much as I should. So yeah, these are the ones credit cards I was actually using. But yeah, so if I have some extra money from my tax refund, I'll definitely throw that towards JCPenney. But I'll put that extra $27 down here because that's actually like almost a monthly payment anyway. And then that will get me out of debt. Like this $200 is basically putting me at below the threshold. Like it's like a 10% threshold if I paid the $200 or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much where I am with that. So we made our plan. This is what I'm going to use to tack onto the beginning of my planner so that I can just stay focused. When I get my bonus checks, boom, I'm just going to go ahead and throw that money towards it. If I get anything extra, I will make sure that I kind of adjust it towards it. But I don't want to, one thing that you don't want to do is over debt yourself. And by that I mean you don't want to completely pay off your debt and then you don't have any money for spending money or anything for things that you want. You still want to be able to live after you paying off your debt, because you'll be debt free with no money. And I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense to me. So I want to make sure I pay them off in a manner that's going to be beneficial to me so that I don't go back and just go back to spending it right again. Because if I pay off my Capital One and I don't have any money, then I'll be using my Capital One again. You know what I'm saying? So I still want to leave some money, some cushion in my regular monies. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this debt payoff. Let me know how your debt payoff plan is coming out, and we will check back in January. We'll do another one to see where we're at, to see how we did with the December bonus, if I got any extra money, if I paid off anything extra, and we'll just keep redoing it until we pay off all of our debt. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. KK, bye.